Thanks very much for joining us today. I'm Phil Emmett with Corteva, and I'm here with Travis Clark with Holmes Agro. And here today we're talking about different herbicide management systems for soybeans, and specifically the new Enlist system that is making a big movement and a big growth in 2021, and how it works and how it works against different systems and how it might work on your operation as well. Here we're looking at the checkerboard, which helps us to analyze different systems. In Ontario right now, we have 5 different herbicide systems. We have the conventional system or IP system of soybeans, which of course is not tolerant to any different herbicide. We have the Roundup Ready or glyphosate tolerant system. We have Liberty beans or the glufosinate tolerant soybeans. We have the Extend or dicamba tolerant soybeans, and of course we have the new Enlist system, which are resistant or tolerant to Roundup, tolerant to 2,4-D, and tolerant to glufosinate or Liberty. So we can see in our first pass here we sprayed Enlist Duo, which is glyphosate and 2,4-D. We see certainly no crop response on the Enlist beans, but on the Extend, the conventional, and the Roundup soybean systems, we see a significant amount of crop injury. As we move to the next. The next pass right here, we sprayed Enlist 1, which is 2,4-D choline only, and we saw tolerant in the Enlist, so no crop response in the Enlist beans, but we saw injury in the Extend, the conventional, the Roundup, and the Liberty beans. Next, we sprayed a pass of Liberty, as we would expect. No injury on the Enlist beans or on the Liberty tolerant beans, but we did see injury on the Extend, conventional, and Roundup beans. Next, we have the untreated check, and we've all seen these, unfortunately, before. But they're always a good learning opportunity because we always wonder, what value are we getting for our herbicide systems? What is it doing in our fields? What is it doing for us? What am I getting back for the money I'm putting out and what the money I'm spending? And for sure, here we see that an untreated check is going to produce. There's a solid weed seed bank here that is going to produce a number of weeds, and left unchecked is probably going to be a huge yield hit, and also a big seed bank for the next year. Next, we sprayed Enlist 1 again at full rate. This is 2,4-D choline alone, and again we see very clean Enlist beans. We see injury to the Extend, conventional, Roundup, and Liberty beans. Next, as a bit of a learning, we sprayed a 1% Enlist Duo option. So this would be if we didn't do a good job of cleaning out, if there was something stuck in the filters or something stuck in the booms. This is a good visual representation of what happens when we sometimes don't do a good clean out. And we can see here actually a 1% solution is going to be very minimal injury to the non-Enlist beans. Which is important to know. That being said, we for sure want to make sure we're always doing as good a job as we can, rinsing between products and making sure we're applying the products we want where we want to apply them. And last, we sprayed a full rate of Fexapan or dicamba on the last pass. So for sure here we see extreme injury to the Enlist beans, to the conventional, the Roundup, and the Liberty beans, and we see the Extend beans have no injury. So as we look across a path, we see that we just used products that have contact, and we see the different effects to the different systems. Of course, we'd like to remind everybody that you're only using contact, as opposed to these other plots where we've used residual products. Products like 2,4-D, Roundup, Liberty, dicamba are all more contact products and offer very little residual, if any residual at all. For sure, we want to use residual products and contact products in combination to make sure that we do start clean in these fields and we stay clean all season. We know from a yield perspective, starting clean and staying clean is very important, as well as from a management system in terms of managing those seed banks, those weed seeds for years to come. We want to make sure we're staying clean and starting clean. We also know that it's important to know what system we've used where, so we know what herbicide option we can place where. People have heard me say before that it's easy to remember what we planted at 10 a.m. on Tuesday morning, but sometimes at 2 a.m. on Saturday morning when the rain's coming and we're pushing, it's hard to remember what soybean seeds we planted where. And you can see in these 5 different systems we have on the market, it's very important to know what we planted where we planted them, so we can make sure the right product is applied. As you can see, the wrong product on the wrong system can be a huge loss. So for sure, when we're going forward, we're doing this, we're making plans. There's lots of people that are out there to help us. For sure, people like Travis and his team at Homes Agro are happy to talk with you, to help you make a plan, help you place products, help you make sure what you're using the system that works for you and achieves the goals that you're looking to achieve. And then there's people like myself that are here to support people like Travis and support his colleagues. Because we want to see growers succeed and growers excel as well. All of us are working together to make sure the growers achieve their goals, whether it be yield or profitability or both, to help move their operations forward.